This video brought to you by jadedpainting.com. If you need your miniatures painted to a tabletop standard, check out jadedpainting.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to another part of this in-depth review of the new Eldar Codex. It is very cool, nice cover as well by the way. I like these hardcover codices, they're just a bit expensive, but they do look really nice. I'll show you pictures, but I can't due to copyright laws and stuff, but it's all good. And today we will be covering, in this video, the HQs. Now, any of you know Eldar, you know that there's a lot of HQ choices. Eldar are known for many, many HQ choices, because typically there's an HQ for every group of Eldar warriors. You know, there's one specific one for each group. For example, for the Rangers, there's Illic, there's Yriel, there's Asurmen, there's Jain Zar, Karandras, Fuegan, Baharroth. So there's tons of HQs. So this might be a long video because if you go through the force organization chart of this codex, there are 4 straight pages, of HQs. And most of them are special HQs, special characters. And at the very end, there's a couple generic ones. So we'll go through them one at a time. I'll have to go through them relatively quickly just because there's so many of them, and I will compare them with the old points costs and also what they got in return and everything else. So we'll begin with of course, the favorite HQ, the mother boy of Eldar, Eldrad Ulthran, right? Eldrad Ulthran is now 205 points. He got a 5-point decrease, he used to be 210 points. His warrior Shuriken Pistol, Witchblade, Ghost Helm, which as you see in my previous video, Ghost Helm acts differently now. Runes of Warding, Runes of Witnessing, which also act differently now. And the Remnants of Glory. He has the Armor of the Last Runes and the Staff of Althamar. His Warlord trait is specifically an Eye of Distant Events, so that allows him to give his group 1 time per game the Stealth special rule. And special rules Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, which I went over in my last video, Fleet. He's an independent character, and the Path Beyond, and Psyker. He's a Mastery Level 4 Psyker. And he also can generate his powers from the Divination, Runes of Fate, or Telepathy disciplines. So we'll go to his page, and we'll just go over a little bit about Mr. Eldrad. So, as I said, the Path Beyond. Now this is what's really interesting. I really like this. After both sides have deployed, but before scout redeployment has been performed, you can redeploy D3 plus 1 of your units. So that's not bad. So you're guaranteed at least, a few units. Such units must be placed in your deployment zone, even if they infiltrate special rule. This cannot be used to move units into or out of reserve. So that's very similar to the old rule of Eldrad. But here's what's interesting. His Remnants of Glory. The Armor of Last Ruins gives him a 3+ invulnerable save, same as his last, the last codex. But here's what's also interesting. He has the Staff of Althamar, which is Strength of User, AP3, Melee, Spirit Link, Flesh Vein, and Force. Now it's a Force weapon, but what's interesting is Spirit Link, which you've probably never heard of. And Spirit Link is whenever Eldrad passes a Psychic test, roll a d6. On a score of 5 or 6, Eldrad immediately regains a Warp Charge point. That's amazing. So now, whenever he passes his Psychic tests, he can actually gain back the Warp Charge, and he can cast a lot of powers per turn. Potentially. If you're very lucky and roll a couple 5s or 6s, that's amazing. I really do feel right now that Eldrad is still going to be the top HQ. He's amazing. There are a couple other HQs that might be similar to almost an auto-include, but Eldrad is probably right up there. He is amazing. He's still great. He's weapon skill, ballistic skill 5, strength 3, toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 5, attacks 1. Of course, certain psychic powers that he can get can bump him up way higher with the weapon skill, ballistic skill, and initiative. So that's pretty awesome. I think Eldrad is going to be awesome, and I've already done a battle report against him, and he's still very strong. It's very cool. Next up, we have Prince Yriel. Now, Prince Yriel, he is weapon skill and ballistic skill 6. Points first. So Prince Yriel is 140 points. Now, that is once again a slight decrease. He used to be 155, so he's gone down 15 points. And so he has heavy aspect armor, which gives him a 3+ save, a force shield, and plasma grenades. His Remnants of Glory are the Eye of Wrath and the Spirit of Twilight, which I'll go over in a moment. Special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Fleet, Independent Character, Path of Strategy. And he has Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 6, Strength 3, Toughness 3, 4 wounds, Initiative 7, 4 attacks, so he's pretty much still the amazing warrior that he was before. So he also has Sharp Shot. Shots fired by the smallest special rule are always precision. So you can always allocate whoever you want. When you shoot his pistol, he can shoot whatever you want. Oh, sorry, it's Illic. Sorry, Prince Yriel. He has Ambush of Blades, which I've gone over in the previous one. His Remnants of Glory, are the Eye of Wrath, which is a one-use only. In the fight subphase, provided he's not in the challenge, Yriel can make a special attack. Basically, he does Yriel Bomb, as I used to call it, that he can just put a large blast template over himself and hit anything that's in close combat or around him. It's Strength of User, AP3, Melee, Cursed, Fleshbane, Armorbane. So he can actually blow up vehicles with it. That's pretty awesome. And Cursed, when engaged in combat, Yriel must re-roll saving throws of 6. That's kind of an interesting new twist on Yriel. So now if he passes an armor save of 6, so if a bunch of orcs hit him, he has to re-roll those 6s and might fail and die, because he's cursed. That's interesting. I think he's still pretty good. You know, he's the Andon guy, so he's pretty awesome, but we'll see. I think he's still pretty strong. Up next, we have the new HQ, Illic Nightspear. Now, this guy was mentioned in the Necron Codex, written by Matt Ward. So people figured out very beginning he's going to have some problems with Necrons. Problems not dealing with them, problems against them. He doesn't like them, right? So War Gear, Mesh Armor. So he's a 5+ armor save, a Shuriken Pistol, and Power Sword. He's also a Sniper. Basically, Remnant of Glory, Voidbringer. Warlord trait, Mark of the Incomparable Hunter, which allows him to have split fire from his group. Special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus Fleet, Hatred of Necrons, told you. Independent Character, Preferred Enemy against Necrons. Sharp Shot, Shrouded. So Sharp Shot, again, he can, as I just mentioned, his is always precision. He can always target an individual in a squad if he wants to. Walker of the Hidden Path. And he's the Master of Pathfinders. If your army contains Illic Nightspear, any number of Eldar Rangers units can be upgraded to Autarch Pathfinders, an additional cost of 13 points per model. In addition to the normal rules for Eldar Rangers, Autarch Pathfinders have the Shrouded and Sharp Shot special rules, page 55. That's very cool. I'll be going over them in one of my future videos. And he's Weapon Skill 9, Weapon Skill 6, Ballistic Skill 9. So he's going to be pretty much hitting everything when he wants to. So it's 2s to hit, rerolls of 3, I believe. So that's pretty amazing. Or rerolls of 2. 2 or 3. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. Strength 3, Toughness 3. Pretty standard for an Eldar. 3 wounds, Initiative 6. And 3 attacks. Initiative 10, 5+ armor. So he's pretty sweet. Let's go over him quickly. Walker of the Hidden Path, Illic Nightspear has the Infiltrate special rule. It can be deployed anywhere on the battlefield that is outside of impassable terrain, regardless of any enemy proximity. So you can literally put him right beside whatever they want. If you go first, you can go boop, right beside your guys and shoot them in the face. That's pretty cool. In addition, any friendly Eldar Rangers or Autarch Pathfinders that are outflanking can choose to arrive next to Illic Nightspear when they become available. So now you can just deep strike your Rangers once again beside your opponent's face and go boop, shot you in the face. To do so, deep strike the unit that is wholly within 6 inches of Illic Nightspear. It does not scatter. Pretty cool. Voidbringer is Illic's long rifle. It's 48-inch range, strength, X because it's a sniper. AP2, heavy one, Distort, sniper. And I've already gone over Distort in the previous one. Asurmen. So Asurmen is 220 points. Now Asurmen, I think, went up. No, he went down by 10 points. He used to be 230. He has Phoenix Armor, so 2+ save. Twin-Linked Avenger Shuriken Catapult. His Remnant of Glory is the Sword of Azure. That makes sense because Asurmen. And specials, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Counterattack, Eternal Warrior. That's good. It's nice seeing an Eldar with Eternal Warrior. Fearless, Fleet, Hand of Asurmen, and any meta character. XR powers, Battle Fortune, Shield of Grace. That's cool. So he is Weapon Skill 7, Ballistic Skill 7, Strength 4, Toughness 4. 3 wounds, Initiative 7, 4 attacks, Initiative 10, 2+ save. So let's go to him. And basically his Hand of Azurian is if your primary detachment includes Asurmen, he must be your Warlord. When determining Warlord traits for Asurmen, he always has D3 traits from the Eldar Warlord table. Rerolling duplicates. D3. So we can have 3 Warlord traits. A lot of them are one-time uses, but that's still amazing. That's very sweet. He could stack those. That'd be great. So that's pretty cool for Asurmen. Exarch powers, Battle Fortune, Shield of Grace. And the Sword of Azure is Strength +1, AP 2, Melee, Mastercrafted, Soul Razor. Which on page 64 goes over to Soul Razor. Which says, when a model suffers 1 unsafe wounds from this weapon, it must pass a separate leadership test for the wound suffered or be removed from play. Once again, Necrons, looking at you. Very cool stuff. Up next, Jain Zar. Jain Zar is 200 points. And it went up actually by 10. It used to be 190. It has Weapon Skill 7, Ballistic Skill 7, Strength 4, Toughness 4, 3 wounds, Initiative 7, 4 attacks, Leadership 10. And War Gear, Phoenix Armor, so 2+ save, Remnants of Glory, Silent Death, Blade of Destruction, Mask of Jain Zar. Warlord traits, Falcon Swiftness, Special Rules, Acrobatic, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Eternal Warrior, Fearless, Fleet, Independent Character, Exarch powers, Disarming Strike, and Fear. So let's go over the remnants for Jain Zar. So, first of all, it has Silent Death, which is a 12-inch range, Strength of User AP 2, Assault 4, or in melee, it's just Strength of User AP 2. They also have the Blade of Destruction, which is Strength of User AP 2, melee, Shred, and Mask of Jain Zar, which is when Jain Zar charges into combat. Of course, Jain Zar is a notorious close combat fighter. All enemy models in the combat suffer a -5 penalty. -5. That's insane. To both weapon skill and initiative. So basically almost everything is hitting at initiative 1, weapon skill 1. That's awesome. Until the end of the assault phase. The initiative penalty is not cumulative with that of Banshee Mask. Very cool. So she's like the craziest Banshee in the world. And if she jumps in, everything's going to be fighting, hitting on 5s, going in last. That's amazing. That's awesome. Up next, Karandras. Now, Karandras was never really one of the most frequently used ones I saw in competitive lists, but Karandras is still pretty awesome. Karandras is I believe, the Striking Scorpion. Yes. HQ. Karandras went up by 15 points, which to me didn't really make much sense, but so Weapon Skill 7, Ballistic Skill 7, Strength 4, Toughness 4, 3 wounds, Initiative 7, 4 attacks. Basically, you've seen that a lot of these specialized HQs have that exact stat line. Leadership 10, 2+ armor, because it also has Phoenix Armor. Also has Scorpion Chainsword, Scorpion Claw, Plasma Grenades, Remnants of Glory, Scorpion's Bite, Warlord trait, Ambush of Blades. Special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Eternal Warriors, Fearless Fleet, Independent Character, Infiltrate, Move Through Cover, Night Vision, Stealth, Exarch powers, Monster Hunter, and Stalker. So that's pretty cool. Let's go with the Remnants of Glory. Basically, Scorpion's Bite. During the fight subphase, at Initiative Step 10, Karandras automatically inflicts a single Strength 6 AP- hit on one enemy unit in base contact. That's pretty sweet. If Karandras is in the challenge, this hit must be directed against the opponent, which makes sense because he can only attack against the opponent anyway. Scorpion's Bite is not affected by special rules that reduce initiative. Very cool. Next, we have Fuegan. Now, Fuegan is now 220 points. Again, 15-point increase for Fuegan. Same stat line, I'm just not going to keep repeating this, as Karandras and Jain Zar and Asurmen. They all have the same stat line. So, Warrior, Phoenix Armor, Fire, Pike, Melta Bombs. That's good that it is Melta Bombs. Warlord trait, Mark of Incomparable Horror, Remnant of Glory, a Fire Axe. Special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Eternal Warrior, Fearless, Feel No Pain, Fleet, Independent Character, Unquenchable Resolve, Exarch powers, Crushing Blow, and Fast Shot. I will go over the Exarch powers after this, because everyone has Exarch powers. As you see, I think I went over them. No, I haven't gone over them yet. It's the Exarchs. I'll go over them with the blatant Exarchs later. But it's cool. So then Fuegan has Unquenchable Resolve. At the end of any phase in which Fuegan suffers 1 or more unsafe wounds, his strength and attacks increase by 1 for each unsafe wound suffered. That's pretty sweet because he has 3 wounds, so he can go up by 2 in total. And it lasts for the rest of the game. That's awesome. So the more you kill him, the stronger he gets. And he has a Fire Axe, which is Strength User, AP 1, Melee, and Armor Bane. That's amazing. That's going to be really strong against vehicles. And finally we have Baharroth. Exact same stat line as the rest of them. It's a jump infantry. But it also has Phoenix Armor, Hawk's Talon, Haywire Grenades, Plasma Grenades, Grenade Pack, Swooping Hawk Wings, because it's a Swooping Hawk HQ. The Shining Remnants of Glory, the Shining Blade, Warlord Trait, Falcon Swiftness. Once again, makes sense. Special rules: Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Eternal Warrior, Fearless Fleet, Herald of Victory, Independent Character, Night Vision, Sky Lead, and Sun's Brilliance. So he has a lot of special rules. Baharroth has a lot of special rules, sorry. And Exarch Powers, Battle Fortune, Hit and Run. So, to go to Baharroth, Sun's Brilliance is when Baharroth enters play from Deep Strike, all enemy units within 6 inches must test as if hit by a weapon with the Blind Special Rule. That's cool. Models that are immune to the Blind Special Rule are immune to the Sun's Brilliance. Of course, that makes sense. And the Remnants of Glory, the Shining Blade, which is Strength User, AP3, Melee, Blind. So, not bad at all. Again, Baharroth isn't going to be the most used HQ compared to the other ones, but still pretty cool if you want to specialize. And then there's Maugan Ra. Maugan Ra, same stat line as the rest of them. Phoenix Armor, so 2+. Remnant of Glory, the Maugatar. Warlord Trait, Mark of Incomparable Hunter. Special rules: Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Eternal Warrior, Fearless Fleet, Hatred of Chaos Demons. Not just Slaanesh, but Chaos Demons. Independent Character, Relentless, Exarch Powers, Fast Shot. Fast Shot is an extra shot. You just shoot an extra shot, I believe. Marks an eye, Night Vision. Night Vision's great. Ignore night fighting. And, as I said, Maugan Ra will have the Maugatar, which is 36-inch range, Strength 6, AP5, Assault 4, Pinning and Rending. That's cool. Or, in combat, Strength +2, AP3, Melee. Cool stuff there. Now, up next, this is one of my favorite HQs in the Eldar Codex. And a lot has happened to the Avatar. So next is Avatar of Khaine. Now, first of all, I must express, he went up in points. 195. That's a lot. He used to be 155, I believe. Yes, 155. So we went up by 40 points. But now, you gotta ask yourself, why would the Avatar go up by 40 points? Why is he so good? He got really good. First of all, he's weapon skill 10. Ballistic skill 10 for any shooting attacks. That went up. Strength 6, toughness 6. Wounds 5. So he went up by a wound. I think he used to be 4. Initiative 10. So he's always hitting first. Super strong. He's amazing. 5 attacks, leadership 10, 3+ save. Now I'm not the biggest fan of the 3+ save, because then you get me killed by a lot of AP2 stuff. But it doesn't say he's an involved in this, but of course he does, because he's a demon, I'm pretty sure. So Remnant of Glory, the Wailing Doom. Heart of the Craft World, only one Avatar of Khaine may be taken per detachment. That makes sense. Special rules: Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Demon. Again, Demon, which gives him a 5+ invul. And Fearless, Fleet, Khaine Awakened, Molten Body. Now, Molten Body does some certain things. I think he does. Yeah, I'll go over in just a moment. But you can purchase 2 of the following: Exarch Powers, Night Vision, Crushing Blow, Fast Shot, Monster Hunter, Marksman's Eye, Disarming Strike for various points. That's pretty sweet. So you can give him a bunch of different powers if you want to make him super expensive, but he'll be pretty nasty. So let's go to the Avatar. And the Avatar is actually the very first model in this entire group, I believe. Which is awesome. Yep, here he is, the Avatar. So, Khaine Awakened, all friendly units from the chosen. All friendly units chosen from Codex Eldar. Now you notice that in this Codex they do put that a lot, Codex Eldar, to make sure that you don't do this with your battle brothers. Within 12 inches are fearless. That makes sense, because if you're fighting alongside the Avatar, you're not going to fear very much. And Molten Body, the Avatar is unaffected by all Pyromancy psychic attacks. All Flamer weapons. That's sweet. And all attacks that have the Melta or Soul Blaze special roll. So that's sweet. So you can't Melta him. You can't flame him. You can't use Pyromancy psychic powers. Now, Pyromancy isn't as used as most of the other psychic powers, but that's still pretty sweet. And he also has the Wailing Doom, Remnant of Glory. So 12-inch range, Strength 8, AP1, Assault 1, Melta. So he can out-Melta your opponent, of course. And in close combat, it's Strength User, AP1, Melee. So he's nasty. He's going to go through everything. That's pretty awesome. I like the Avatar Khaine. I think he's going to be an awesome HQ. He may not be taken as frequently as a Spirit Seer or Eldrad, but I think he's still a really cool HQ to take. Up next, now we have the generic HQs. So first, an Autarch. Autarchs are 70 points. They're the same exact as they were in the previous codex. And pretty much their stats are very similar. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 6, strength 3, toughness 3, wounds 3, initiative 6. 3 attacks, leadership 10, 3 plus armor, and you can give them a variety of things, like an Eldar jet bike for 15 points, which is pretty sweet. I think an Autarch on a jet bike would be a lot of fun. So that concludes this this first part of the review. Awesome Wings vehicles, plasma grenades, force shield, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Fleet, and Vinegar Path Strategy. So again, these are your generic guys. You can suit up however you wish, but they're pretty sweet. And then up next are the Farseers. Now the Farseers also got very much changed in this codex. Now, first of all, Farseers are now 100 points. An increase, they basically doubled in points. They used to be 55. Now they're 100. Now you might ask, why would they have been increased to 100 points? First of all, they got upgraded from Mastery level 1 to Psychic Master level 3. So now they can cast 3 spells. That's pretty awesome. They have no armor save, but they have Rune Armor, Shuriken Pistol, Witchblade, and Ghost Helm. That makes sense. Special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Fleet, Independent Character, Psychic Master level 3. They can take powers from Divination, Runes of Fate, and Telepathy. And yeah, and they can take any items from the Remnants of Glory list. They can have Jet Bike, Runes of Warding, Runes of Witnessing, and they can exchange their Witchblade for a Singing Spear. So that's pretty cool. They're going to be expensive. In my opinion, you can still kit them out and however you wish, but they're 100 points now. You can get 3 psychic powers off. So that's pretty sweet. I still like the idea of Eldrad perfectly, but Farseers, not bad. There's still going to be a choice I think a lot of people will take. Up next, here might be the auto-include depending on if you like Wraith Guards and Wraith Blades. The Spirit Seer. Now the Spirit Seer has Rune Armor, so Weapon Skill 5, Ballistic Skill 5, Strength 3, Toughness 3, 2 wounds, Initiative 5, 1 attack, Leadership 9, save. It's a 70-point model. I'll go over why in a second that you take it. So a Spirit Seer, I'm just going to go to the list right here. Sorry, finding the Spirit Seer, how many mentions? Seers. So the Spirit Seers, why would you take a Spirit Seer? Now, here we go. Ancient Rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Fleet, Independent Character, Psyker, Mastery Level 2, pretty sweet. Spirit Mark, so it's Spirit Mark, which I'll go over that in just a moment. Psyker, and it can take powers from the Telepathy or Runes of Battle Disciplines. I'll go over to my Psychic Power review if you want to learn a bit about them. They're pretty sweet. I love the Runes of Battle Disciplines. They're really awesome because they have a duality to them. And then you take anything from the Remnants of Glory. Now, Death Speaker. If your army contains Spirit Seer, Wraith Guard and Wraith Blades are troop choices rather than elite. So now, you could take squads of 5 Wraith Guard or Wraith Blades. Bring a Spirit Seer. You can have 6 Wraith Guard and Wraith Blades as troops. That's amazing. That is amazing. I like that. So that might make him an auto-include in many people's lists. So Spirit Mark. At any point during your movement phase, nominate a single enemy unit within 12 inches of the Spirit Seer. Now, this is very close range, I know, but then you gotta think about this. If he's attached to a group of Wraith Guard or Wraith Blades, the Wraith Blades are only effective in close combat, and Wraith Guard are only effective from 12-inch range, so it's not that scary, 12 inches. Gotta take that into consideration. Place a counter next to the unit that has been Spirit Marked. All Wraith Guards, Wraith Blades, Wraith Lords, Wraith Knights, and Hemlock Wraith Fighters can reroll 1s to hit against it. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. That's a lot of Wraith that can punch those guys in the face. That's pretty cool. At the end of your turn, remove all Spirit Mark counters from play. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So that's a Spirit Seer. I like that. I think he's going to be an auto-include. And then next is the Warlock Council. Now the Warlock Council on bikes is going to be hilarious, again, because you can give them bikes for 15 points each. They're 35 points each per model per Warlock. But they used to be... Don't remember. I don't remember. But their Weapon Skill 4, Ballistic Skill 4, great. Strength Toughness 3, 1 wound, Initiative 5, 1 attack. Leadership 8. Save, nice, because they have Rune Armor. Shuriken Pistol, Witchblade. Because they have Rune Armor, it gives them just an invul, right? So it doesn't matter about their save. And you can add 9 additional Warlocks, and these Warlocks can get powers from the Runes of Battle Discipline, so that's pretty sweet, and you can put them on bikes. And bikes are awesome. So that's it. So that's the HQ section, and I really hope you enjoyed this in-depth review. Basically, there are a lot of choices now. Depending on how you want to specialize, you may take a special character. I really like Eldrad. I really like the Spirits here. I really like the Avatar of Khaine. And basically, yeah, it's up to you what you like. But I think there's a lot of awesome choices right now for Eldar. Some of them got increased in cost, unfortunately. In fact, most of them got a cost increase. But a couple got decreased. That's pretty cool too. Eldrad especially, but Eldrad's going to be awesome regardless. Eldrad's awesome. Yriel I think is still going to be pretty cool. And all the other specialist guys are going to be pretty cool. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like the video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. It really does help a lot. And stay tuned for my next part of my in-depth review where I will be going over the elite choices. So until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting everyone.